Hey, have you seen Professor Hengibre?
No, I haven't.
We're definitely in the right class. I mean, it's written down.
Well, he could be late.
Oh, there he is.
Oh. Hey.
Hello, class. Ooh, I prefer to sit on the stool. It amplifies my artistic brainwaves. So, I'm here to teach you ignorant buffoons about the history and theory of music. Any questions? You.
Who was the first musician?
The first... Hold that thought. You.
How do you spell music?
M-Z-K. Shut up. I don't care about your question. You're obviously not very intelligent, unlike this bright boy on the end. He even has his artist thought amplifiers. The first musician was OgaOga. And he invented rock and roll. You.
How do you spell OgaOga?
O-G-A-O-G-A. Now, as I was saying, rock and roll, as invented by OgaOga, is called rock and roll because of the rock stick with the rock at the end, and the mammoth dung drum made out of mammoth dung. And the roll part comes in because of the way OgaOga conducted his concerts, like this. And people would be so horrified by the noises he would create. I'm not nearly as instrumental and avant-garde as him, but by the noises he would make, that they would roll him in dung, and then in tar, and then put feathers all over him, and tie him to a stick, and set him on fire, and then throw him out of the village.
Is this a true story? Fire!
Yes.
How
Then
many
again.
performances did he have?
6. Quite the brilliant star. I respect him.
Where did he live? Like, what time?
1920s. As for you...
Is he still alive?
No, you idiot. Idiots like you make me lose my train of thought. Oh, dear. Whatever, it's the museums anyway. The next great musician was Bongo Billy. He lived in Cambodia, which is a small country that no one has heard of or cares about.
I have a cousin who's heard of that.
Shut up. So Bongo Billy's music sounded like that, and Bongo Billy was the first to create groupies. Now, groupies are an interesting phenomenon. And groupies were basically when a bunch of females would hang around an attractive male musician and repopulate the earth with musical genes. That was Bongo Billy. After that...
When was Bongo Billy?
Who was Bongo?
When?
Around.
Bongo Billy lived about 1940s. He was around the same time as Charles Dickens. Idiot child. See,
Is he still performing?
No. He's dead too. Stoned. And by stoned I mean he died in a toilet seat. That's a fairly common death among musicians.
Is that a true story?
Yes. Everything I tell you in this class is 100% true. I'm an expert. Alright. After that were invented scratchy discs. Oh, what's the scratchy disc? So, this is a scratchy disc. So you can see, you'd put it on the record player and go, like that. This band was never very important. Oops, wrong end. Though, they are an excellent example of low-cost scratchy discs. I mean, low cost. Smart child.
Who was the most important musician?
Let me think. These guys. The big lead rock stars. And their famous album 4 out of 5, awesome. They were brilliant. They never took autographs.
What came next?
After them came the final musician of the era. After that, music began to suck, and Katy Perry was invented, which is a cybernetically altered organism with breast implants. Smart child.
When was Katy Perry around?
she still exists. I'm planning a plot to assassinate her.
Never heard of her.
I happen
Exactly,
to love
it's a good
Katy
thing.
Perry, and I'm a California girl.
I kind of hate you. After that was Phillip Pen, the last great musician of his era. He played the castanet. And he also was stoned to death. Went the same way as Bongo Billy, except he caught on fire while taking a particularly violent LSD-fueled dump. It's a common death. Happens all the time. I nearly went that way myself. Now we're going to talk about various media of music. I already told you about the scratchy disc. Yes.
My school has a media center.
Someday, but not today. I hate my life. This is the Static Box 1100C. It was pioneered by Jimi Hendrix, who everyone knows didn't actually exist. He's just like a cover for many different musicians. But he would use this to create very avant-garde compositions. Sounds like the renowned Jimmy Unplugged, which I'm not going to talk about for your virgin ears. I'm surrounded by imbeciles. Now for our first live performance. Allow me to fetch some of my gear from the back, and you can hear about me, the great musician. So this is the Ooga phone, which was invented by OgaOga's cousin, and it was played like so. Thank you. I call that one inspiration. I wrote it this morning.
Can you please talk about the media and the media center?
Oh yes, the media and the media center. were
Essential
computed.
media.
So they started out with the MP1 file type, which was really bad. And then they had MP2 and MP3. And now they're moving on to third G and MP5, which is like super choral. And it was pioneered by Steve Jobs. And Steve was class dismissed. Next class will be adjourned tomorrow, and it will be on pastafarianism and its effect on modern time. I'm off to a concert.